the students, the college administration, the faculty, the staff, representatives, relatives, and friends. Before we begin, to assure that everyone enjoys this meaningful event, would you please take a moment now to turn off or mute all cell phones, pagers, or other electronic devices that may distract from the enjoyment of all. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and welcome the graduating class of 2013. Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, please stand and join the students and faculty in singing our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. The words to the national anthem can be found on the back page of your program. And gentlemen, please remove your caps. Thank you. Please be seated. To formally open the College of Engineering's 46th commencement, I now present the Dean of the College of Engineering, Dr. Peter Nelson.
It is my pleasure to extend a very warm welcome to our graduates, their parents, families, and friends on this joyous occasion, the culmination of the graduates' years of hard work and families' years of support and sacrifice. Many of today's graduates not only spent thousands of hours on their studies, but they balanced, sometimes precariously, employment and raising a family, along with being a student. The families of our graduates are also a critical part of the effort we celebrate today. Parents, spouses, and other family members provided a wide array of support crucial to the success of our graduates. An obvious component of support is financial support, but often, even more important, is the intangible support, the moral support, the encouragement offered, and understanding about the long hours spent in the classroom and lab. I now invite all of our graduates to please rise and turn around to face their spouses, parents, families, and friends and express their gratitude for that support. Please be seated. There is a special group in this graduating class that I would like to recognize. Will the graduates who are active or veterans of our armed forces please rise? These students are disciplined, committed, and know the meaning of performing their duty and serving their country. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending our congratulations and our sincere gratitude to all of our military students for their service. You can feel confident that you have received an excellent engineering education here at UIC. I hope that the excellence of our faculty the high quality of their research and scholarship, and our college-wide commitment to teaching excellence have served you well and prepared you not just for technical proficiency, but for a lifetime of learning, a curiosity about new challenges, a delight in creative innovation, and a commitment to be part of the solution for which engineers are so uniquely equipped. I also hope that some of you will accept the challenge of serving in the public sector, where critical judgments about the issues of science and engineering are made. I encourage you to give back and make the world around you a better place. We hope that you will remain in the UIC College of Engineering family through active participation in our Engineering Alumni Association and continuing engagement with our students and professors. I wish each of you success and enjoyment in your chosen profession, engagement with the world outside your job, and the happiness of a well-lived, considered life. Congratulations. At this time, I am pleased to introduce several distinguished individuals joining us today, and I'll ask them to stand as I introduce them. Dr. Lon Kaufman, Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs and UIC Provost. Dr. Jonathan Art, Associate Dean of the Graduate College and Associate Professor of Anatomy and Cell Biology in the College of Medicine. Commencement speaker and UIC alumnus, William D. Unger, Partner Emeritus of the Mayfield Fund. Finally, I would like to introduce the heads of our 6 academic departments. Bioengineering, Dr. Tom Royston. Chemical Engineering, Dr. Sohail Murad. Civil and Materials Engineering, Dr. Farhad Ansari. Computer Science, Dr. Robert Sloan. Representing the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering, Dr. Ashfaq Kokar. And Mechanical and Industrial Engineering, Dr. Farzad Mashayek. It is my privilege now to introduce our Provost, Lon Kaufman. The role of the Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs and Provost is the Chief Operating Officer of the university, and he reports directly to the Chancellor at UIC. Provost Kaufman is a Professor of Biological Science and also holds an appointment as a Professor of Bioengineering. He received his PhD in Cell and Developmental Biology from the State University of New York at Stony Brook. Dr. Kaufman came to UIC in 1985 as an Assistant Professor of Biological Sciences. Since that time, he has served as head of the Department of Biological Sciences, Vice Provost for Undergraduate Affairs, Dean of the Honors College, and Vice Provost for Planning and Programs. He has published extensively and has patents related to his research. Dr. Kaufman played a major role in the creation of the UIC College Prep High School, a health science-focused charter school that is now among the most successful open enrollment Chicago public high schools. I would now like to introduce Vice Chancellor and Provost Lon Kaufman.
Thank you, Dean Nelson. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the UIC campus, I extend heartfelt greetings to our graduates, their families, friends, spouses, partners, children, siblings, colleagues, and mentors. I'd also like to thank and congratulate the faculty, the staff, the alumni, the emeriti, the donors, the friends of the College of Engineering. They have all had a role in this day. Today marks the culmination of many hours of hard work, what is certainly meaningful work and what is certainly important work. Let me reassure you about what a smart thing you've done. Your engineering degree has never been more valuable. You graduate from a top-ranked engineering school, one that prides itself on excellence in education, research, and service, and does so right here in the heart of Chicago. You graduate from a college that is recognized for its excellent engineering programs, and its interdisciplinary research activities in the areas of bioengineering, biotechnology, nanotechnology, information technology and infrastructure, and energy and environmental technology. You graduate from a college that has given the world Cave 2 and the Spider-Man suit, that has seen YouTubes go viral, and that has created our first intercollegiate department, as bioengineering now spans the colleges of engineering and medicine, bringing the east and west sides of campus together in a manner that enforces a permanent change to our topology. You can do the math. I understand your accomplishments today and applaud them, and I look forward to hearing about your accomplishments in the future. Please stay in touch. Please return to inspire the next generation of engineering students at UIC, and whatever you do, please have meaningful lives. Congratulations to everybody.
I am proud to introduce our commencement speaker, William D. Unger. Mr. Unger is a partner emeritus of the Mayfield Fund, one of the premier venture capital funds in the world. Mr. Unger joined Mayfield in 1983 and has been a general partner of several venture capital funds affiliated with the Mayfield Fund since 1987. His many successful investments at Mayfield include SanDisk, which is currently valued at over $14 billion, Silicon Architects, acquired by Synopsys, Calico Commerce, acquired by PeopleSoft and Oracle, Newport Communications, acquired by Broadcom, Simplex Solutions, acquired by Cadence, Nchip, acquired by Flectronics, and many, many more. Mr. Unger earned a bachelor's degree in education from UIC in 1971. He is a member of the Dean's Advisory Board here in our engineering college, and he has also served for 10 years as a member of the advisory board to the Dean of Engineering at the University of California at Berkeley. He is past vice chair of the Anita Borg Institute for Women in Technology. He has served as a member and advocate for environmental entrepreneurs, and he has advised the Global Philanthropy Forum and the Entrepreneurs Foundation. He currently serves as board chair of Samasource and sits on the board of directors of CARE USA. Since 2008, Mr. Unger has funded the Unger Scholars Program, which provides $5,000 scholarships to women engineering students at UIC. The program aims to encourage young women to pursue an engineering education and to create a network of talented women students and alumni who support each other's academic and professional development. To date, the program has awarded over 60 scholarships. Our college is very fortunate to have Mr. Unger as an advisor and supporter. He is a wonderful human being, and I am also very privileged to have Bill as a close personal friend as well. Would you please join me in welcoming Mr. Bill Unger?
I just wanted to take a minute to tell you what happens in there, because I'd never been there before. But the primary topic of conversation, and you all probably knew this, is that they were talking about you and the tenacity and persistence it takes to become a graduate of this college. So you do have an impact on the people who've been bringing you along. My career started in 1971 when I graduated with that degree in education from this campus. I taught for 1 year. It's the hardest job I ever had. And if any of you ever consider having a second career, I'd encourage you to think about teaching. I loved it. I just didn't think I was very good at it. I went to graduate school, took a couple of classes, and then headed for California. I worked for 3 years there in community mental health, working with teenagers who were in trouble. And Governor Ronald Reagan ended that career by terminating state reimbursement for those programs. So what was I going to do? I got a haircut because I thought maybe I'll go to business. I sent home, had my mom send out a suit, and I walked into an employment agency hoping they would find me a job. They only worked with accountants and engineers, but to my surprise, they offered me a position to find engineers for their client companies, hot companies in Silicon Valley at the time, companies like Memorex, Diablo Systems, Hewlett-Packard, making very hot products, daisy wheel printers, digital watches and calculators, tape memory backup systems, and mini computers. It was basically an entry-level sales job, and I knew if I was going to be successful, I would have a lot to learn. So it turned out that the engineers were my teachers, and I fell in love with them. They told me about how much they loved their work, how passionate they were about having hard problems to solve and turning those into new products for people. So I fell hard, and I actually have been falling in love with them over and over again, therefore with all of you also, over the last 30 years. I left the agency and I started my own executive search firm, primarily working with small technology companies no one had ever heard of, funded by something called venture capital. 7 years later, one of my clients recruited me to join them so that I could help their portfolio companies build better teams. I became a venture capitalist, something I could not have imagined when I graduated. And for all that time, I've just had fun, which is the best thing you can have when you're working. These days, I spend a lot of time working with nonprofits. I always felt that I had won the birth lottery. I was born in the USA, I had supportive parents, I was healthy, I'm a white male, and I'm smart enough. So I always had a drive to give back because of that feeling, even when I only had a few dollars. As I did better in my career, I gave back more, both time and money. I'm particularly interested in how do we get the rest of the world, people, out of poverty. The developing world has over 5 billion people who don't live the way that we do. And to me, I think the way that you do that is by creating jobs, good jobs. Winning the birth lottery should not be a prerequisite for access to opportunity. People everywhere need a living wage. They want to eat well, they want clean water, they want to be healthy, they want to send their kids to school, and they want to live in a safe place. Creating that kind of a world is really a hard problem to solve. But spending time with engineers has convinced me that we can solve the hard problems. Engineers have a unique skill set, that of analysis, testing assumptions, and then building real things out of concepts. You will all see many opportunities that you can participate in to make the world a better place for you and for your families. And when those opportunities to present themselves to you, I'd encourage you to just say yes. Today, we're in the earliest phase of a change probably as significant as anything since the Industrial Revolution. We are entering the age of the power of the individual and of that individual as a member of a very large, almost infinite group. One person today can be almost anywhere, have an idea, take out a mobile device, design a solution for that idea, and if it's a physical solution, can send that to an inexpensive printer that prints a 3D object. It could be a tool or a machine, it could even be a tooth. If you need more help to design that, you can crowdsource through a website like Kaggle or Elance looking for the right technology assistance. Today I see software companies, game companies, medical device companies, sometimes staffed by only one person. And one person can take a political stand or start a movement by using a website like Avaz or Change.org. One person can leave an opinion about a product or service experience on Yelp. One person can make a loan to somebody thousands of miles away they've never met and help them start a business by using Kiva. Or you can spend a couple of your dollars and enable life-changing surgery for a burn victim or fistula sufferer on Samahope. What one person does can be immediately known and have an impact on maybe one other person or maybe millions of other people. It starts with one person with an idea, and oftentimes somebody has to breathe life into that idea, and that idea or that person would be you. We need you to do those solutions. We need you to participate when the solutions are built. We need you to be the leaders in the world that you're helping to create. You can and will have influence far beyond your desktop. Though it is the age of the power of the individual, most of us are part of a group. In fact, most of us are part of many groups, and those groups change all the time. As you move through your career, you might occasionally get a feeling that you're the smartest person in the room. If you ever get that feeling, run, do not walk. out of that room. I like to be in rooms where there's people from many different cultures with many different experiences. I look at it as a way of spending time with people who make my world bigger. And it's that kind of diversity that allows us to think outside the box of our own experiences. One caution, though, about groups: they do have a tendency to move towards consensus. That is not the goal. The goal is finding the best idea. Where you work matters. Culture matters. I have a close friend who's a PhD EE, and I asked her what she would hope I would say today. These are her words. At the end, it's all about whether or not we have helped people. Were we honest when it was really hard? Did we act with integrity? Did we empathize? This is what allows us to feel good when we go home at night. Integrity deserves another mention. I was once giving a guest lecture at a MBA candidate class at Berkeley, and it was about how to hire a CEO. And I had a question from somebody there, and the question was, what if you have a CEO candidate who really knows the market, really knows the products, has a great set of contacts, really could be the perfect candidate, has everything you want, but they just have a small integrity problem? What would you answer? Mine was, what is a small integrity problem? How do I go to my customers, to my vendors, to my shareholders or my employees and say, we've just brought on a new CEO, he just has a small integrity problem, but don't worry. You know, you're being hired because you're needed. They're betting on you. So do something great for yourself. Find yourself a mentor, someone who can help orient you to the new company that you're joining, someone who can be a sounding board, somebody who can offer you perspectives. The key is to find a voice you can really hear. It may be, for example, that the talk that I'm giving isn't having an impact on you, and that's fine. Find someone whose voice you can hear, someone that's going to stimulate you and allow you to go forward with a little bit more confidence and with a little bit more knowledge than you had yesterday. I never worked in a big company. I didn't go to business school, so I made mentors out of the people that I did business with. People are almost always ready to give you their opinions. You just have to figure out who to ask. And sometimes you learn without asking. I was once doing a search for a company, and one of the managers was giving me a really hard time. I talked to his boss about it, and his boss said, well, Bill, what would you like me to do? And I didn't have an answer. I was unprepared. I learned that day not to go to somebody with a problem unless I have a proposal to go along with it. I was mentored that day. I once was moderating a symposium of chief technical officers, and a woman raised her hand after the Intel chief technical officer had said that Intel rewards merit. And she said, I have worked at Intel for 8 years. I am stronger technically than almost anyone here that I've met, and yet I am consistently passed over for promotions and for bonuses. And he asked her, well, have you talked to your management about this? And she said, I shouldn't have to do that. My work should speak for itself. And his response was, maybe it should, but it isn't. You are going to have to speak up. I should mention, by the way, that Intel just won an award for being the top company in the country for women to work at. So I want to leave you with that. Why should you speak up? 4 times more men on their initial salary negotiation will negotiate that salary than the number of women who will negotiate that salary. That's going to translate into a first-year differential of 4 to 5% less salary for those women. Over the next couple of years, that gap can grow to 10%, and that can mean $200,000 to $400,000 less over a career for a woman engineer with the same capacity doing the same work as a man. This is a really hard problem, and there's a very meaningful return. Learn to tell your story. Managing your career is your responsibility. Some people say that engineers are introverts and don't like to speak up. And if you're not naturally outgoing, it might be a problem. But practice telling your story. Practice talking about your ideas. Make it easy for other people to know you. It's like branding yourself. There used to be an adage of know thyself. I think the 21st century adage is be sure others know you. Give yourself a voice. The opportunity is very big, and you're just getting started. One thing for sure you will encounter in your career is failure. Suppose you're at a party. You might hear this kind of a conversation. Hey, Tony, how are you doing? I just lost my job yesterday. There's an East Coast response. Oh my God, you lost your job. What are you going to do? And then there's the West Coast response. So what are you going to do next? Where I come from, failure is not considered to be a barrier to opportunity. People aren't concerned about your failures. People are concerned about what you plan on doing. Thomas Watson was the founder and CEO of IBM, served there, I think, 50 years as CEO. And here's what he had to say about failure. Would you like me to give you a formula for success? It's quite simple, really. Double your rate of failure. You're thinking of failure as the enemy of success, but that's not it at all. You can be discouraged by failure, or you can learn from it. So go out and make mistakes. Make all you can, because that's where you'll find success on the other side. What else matters? Passion. Find something you're passionate about and commit to it. In the late 1980s, I met CEO Eli Harari of SanDisk. He told us the story of how his innovative new memory technology was going to change the face of electronics by being able to retain information even when power was off, which was quite an innovation at the time. He said it's a very big opportunity. We listened to him, we believed him, and we invested in him. Once we made that investment, every time I saw Eli was pretty much the same thing. We could be on the street, in a restaurant, at a conference, it didn't matter. He'd see you and he'd say, "Oh, Bill, I have to show you something." And he'd reach into his pocket and he'd pull out cameras and watches and cell phones and all kinds of electronic devices. And he'd say, "I've just been visiting Canon or Sony or Kodak or Panasonic," or whoever he'd been talking to. And he'd say, "They can use our solution in their product, and look what it can do." And I would see, this was in the late 80s, early 90s, I'd see a cell phone that could retain thousands of images, that could take pictures, or a camera that could take movies, high-quality movies, things that had never been seen before. And he would say, "The opportunity is so big, it's very exciting, but we have a lot of work to do, and we're just getting started." I heard that from him before they ever shipped a product. I heard that when they were a $20 million company, when they were a $100 million company, and when they passed $4 billion in sales. It was always the same thing. "Oh, Bill, let me show you something." And he'd reach into his pocket and pull out a device, and I would get a demo. And he would say, "The opportunity is really big. It's so exciting, but we have a lot of work to do, and we're just getting started." I think you've heard enough from me. Now I'd like to hear from you about what you're going to do. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill, for the very poignant remarks. Now we come to the time of giving out some teaching awards. Great teachers are the heart of a great university. The University of Illinois at Chicago annually recognizes and honors its great teachers. Recipients of the Silver Circle Award for Teaching Excellence are selected through student evaluation. These evaluations represent the impact that a teacher has had in their lives. Students start out with dreams, they question themselves, then a teacher that shares the enthusiasm for the dream gives them hope again. I call upon Nathan Levy, the student representative of the graduating class of 2013, to present the UIC Silver Circle Award for Teaching Excellence.
Each year, the students of UIC honor those who have taught us with distinction in the many forums of the university. I am honored to present the Silver Circle Award to Saeed Manafzada from the Department of Mechanical and Industrial Engineering. I congratulate Professor Manavzada on behalf of the senior class and the students of UIC. Professor Manavzada, would you please come forward?
The Bell Honor Recognition has been given since 1951 to the undergraduate engineering student with the highest grade point average of each term's graduating class. Recipients' names were previously inscribed on a historic locomotive bell donated by Friends of the University. Since no room for engraving remains, recipients' names are now added to permanent plaques donated by the Engineering Alumni Association. For spring semester 2013, we have 5 graduates who, pending spring grades, meet the requirements for the Bell Honor Award upon completion of the spring semester. Would you please stand when I introduce you? Nathan Levy, majoring in computer science. Gautam Aroskar, majoring in bioengineering. Carl Lohendorf, majoring in mechanical engineering. Luis Villafana, majoring in bioengineering. Megan Rorklowski, majoring in civil engineering.
Thank you. The college will now recognize students who have distinguished themselves in varying ways during their academic careers at UIC. As I describe various academic honors in the college, I ask that those so recognized please stand and remain standing until all the academic honors have been called. And audience, please hold your applause until the end. Eta Kappa Nu is the International Honor Society of Electrical and Computer Engineers. Selection is based on scholarship, character, and volunteer service, and distinguished accomplishments. The Society recognizes graduating members with embroidered scarlet stoles. Will the members of Eta Kappa Nu please rise? Pi Tau Sigma is the Honor Society for Mechanical Engineers. Selection is based on scholarship, leadership, and service. Members are presented with engraved society pins, which they are wearing today. Will the members of Pi Tau Sigma please rise? Tau Beta Pi is the National Engineering Honor Society, to which students are selected on the basis of outstanding scholastic achievement, exemplary character, and community service. Graduating members of Tau Beta Pi are entitled to wear white collars embroidered with the Society's emblem. Will the members of Tau Beta Pi please rise? Alpha Eta Mu Beta is the National Biomedical Engineering Honor Society and elects its members based upon distinguished scholarship, leadership, and exemplary character. Will the members of Alpha Eta Mu Beta please rise? UIC Honors College membership entitles graduates to wear gold stoles. Will the engineering graduates who are members of the Honors College please rise? University Honors recognizes the college's graduating seniors with high academic achievements. Summa cum laude, 3.9 or above GPA, have gold cords. Magna cum laude, 3.79 to 3.89 GPA, have silver cords. And cum laude, 3.5 to 3.74 GPA, have bronze cords. Will the students who are receiving university honors please stand? Now, join me in acknowledging the academic accomplishments of these outstanding students. Please be seated. Leadership in the college is recognized with a white tassel. Engineering students who have distinguished themselves through their leadership in one of the professional student organizations can be identified by this white tassel on their cap. Will the graduating student leaders please rise? Please give your student leaders a round of applause.
We now come to the part of the program where a student has the opportunity to address the graduates. This year, the student representative is Nathan Levy, whose major is computer science.
Friends, colleagues, class of 2013, we did it. Today marks a major milestone in our lives and also the beginning of the next chapter. We've worked hard to survive all of our classes in what I think is one of the hardest colleges of UIC. But we've toughed it out, and here we are at commencement. Growing up, I've always loved math and even tutored math for 2 years in high school. In high school, I also realized that I liked writing programs for my computer science classes, so majoring in computer science was an obvious next step. I love the challenge of writing programs. It is one of the best feelings in the world when you compile a program and it does exactly what you want, no errors. In deciding where to go for college, I wanted someplace that was close to home, but also had a really good computer science program. When I went to the computer science open house at UIC, I was impressed by the amount of energy that Professor Reed had when leading the program. I was recently going through the papers that I had received from the open house that I went to, and saw some of the fun questions that we had to answer. One of them was, find someone who knows what a euro is, likes it, and is willing to admit it. As one who has gone to Mr. Greek Euros, which is just off the edge of campus, I can honestly say that I am one of those people. And the fun did not stop throughout my UIC career. One of my favorite events to go to was the Engineering Week Bowling. This is a great event because it is a time when all of the engineering students can get together. What better way to bring us together for a good time? I can imagine us, being the engineers that we are, did some calculations in our head as we stepped up to the bowl of where to start bowling and how much spin to put on it to pick up a spare. It was also a great opportunity to catch up with people from other majors that I had met while tutoring. While being a computer science tutor for 2.5 years, I was able to help fellow classmates that I normally wouldn't interact with, while also learning further about the different fields in the College of Engineering. Other fun events I enjoyed going to were the Computer Science Scavenger Hunt and Stump the Professors. In the scavenger hunt, we were given a list of tasks to do and questions to figure out. But not all of these answers could be figured out by going onto the internet and Googling it. Some of them had someone running around campus to find it. I'm sure I look strange sprinting through campus armed with only a phone, a sheet of paper, and a pen. But I enjoyed every minute of it, and every year I volunteered to be the runner for my team. In Stump the Professors, the students get a chance to team up to show that they can beat the professors in a test of knowledge. The students are split into teams and have to answer more correct answers than the professors. It is a chance for the students to show off their knowledge to the professors in an attempt to get a higher score than them. I enjoyed challenging the professors. Turnaround is now fair play. In the computer science classes that I have taken, I have distinguished myself as someone who understands what is going on. Because of that, I was asked to be a computer science tutor. Not that it was anything that I hadn't already been doing. Whenever someone that was in my class needed help, they could always come to me. I would try to help them solve the problem to the best of my abilities. Now, I was getting paid to do it. Because I'm a commuter and I came to school early due to bad train times, I was usually in the computer science labs, hanging out or working on homework. If someone found me in the morning, I was usually able to help him or her. Most of the time, I had already finished my homework and was just killing time. As a tutor, I was able to enhance my knowledge of computer science, such as determining different ways to approach the same problem. You never truly know something until you have to teach it to someone else and have him or her understand it. Plus, it's fun. I especially enjoyed drawing on whiteboards to explain concepts to people. I also got the opportunity to see all of the fun projects that the other class was doing. What was really interesting was when I helped people in classes that I have never taken. The ideas were similar to stuff I had already been taught. They just needed to use a programming language that I had never used before. This more closely reflects the transition that we will take as we move into the real world. We will have to learn a new language or a new program quickly and then be able to apply it to our job. As we embark on our next phase, such as facing the job market, we must always remember to challenge ourselves. We have not worked as hard as we have just to start taking it easy. We are the group of people that will be coming up with the next big things. In order to deal with this, we cannot continue thinking as we have been in the past. UIC has taught us about the different problems that are out there and some approaches to solving them. Now, we have to take that knowledge and apply it to the real world. But remember not to restrict your way of thinking. One thing that I'm constantly amazed by is the different ways that I've seen people approach the same problem. Of course, some of them are better than others based on the run times or the space that's used. But something that I have seen is the most obvious approach is not necessarily the best approach. Clever approaches to problems can be faster than the most obvious solutions. Even if you think there isn't a solution to a problem, it could be that you're approaching it from the wrong angle. But don't be afraid to talk to others for help. Even if they don't know what you're talking about, just talking about it can help you figure it out. Challenges expand the way you think and make your life more interesting. As Larry Page, the founder of Google, once said, "Always work hard on something uncomfortably exciting." When you are focused on something that you find exciting, you will often find yourself thinking about it, even when you're not working. And if it's something that you're not comfortable with, it forces you to learn new things, to grow, and to find new ways of looking at things. UIC is important to me because it has broadened my knowledge to include computer science topics that I probably would not have thought about otherwise. I plan to use this knowledge to find a job in software engineering that will challenge me now and for the rest of my career. In the end, it is my hope that all of us will be working on things that we find fun, interesting, and uncomfortably exciting. Thank you, and once again, congratulations.
We now come to the high point of our commencement, the presentation of the degree candidates. The ceremony will be in three parts. First, for the doctoral candidates, who will be hooded by their faculty advisor or thesis advisor and department head on stage, followed by the master's degree candidates, including Master of Science, Master of Energy Engineering, and Master of Engineering graduates, who are already hooded, and finally, the Bachelor of Science degree candidates. Congratulating the candidates on stage will be Dean Nelson, Provost Kaufman, Dean Art, and our honored guests. I have a special request for the audience. Please refrain from taking photographs of graduates on the platform. Professional photographers will be taking pictures of every graduate. After the commencement, there will be plenty of opportunities to take your own personal photographs outdoors. Jonathan Art, Associate Dean of the Graduate College, will now present the doctoral candidates. Hooding the candidates will be the department head and the thesis advisor. The thesis advisor is selected by the doctoral student. Often, he or she is an advanced member of the university faculty whose role is to guide a graduate student in pursuit of a doctoral degree, helping them select coursework, as well as shaping, refining, and directing the student's choice of subject.
I ask the doctoral candidates to please stand. Provost Kaufman, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
Upon these recommendations and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the Doctor of Philosophy degree for which you have been presented, and to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. You may now move your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations.
Will the PhD candidates please approach the stage? Hugo Casedo. Farnaz Abdali. Marie Elena Brett. Matthew Carson. Lei Huang. David Imanas Morales. Mary Leonard. Kirstine Lugtu. Diego Orozco Villaseñor. Mariam Shafiq. Eli Sinkala. For the PhD in Chemical Engineering, Carolina Gomez. Homa Khosravian. Hao Shen. Bo Song. Hao Chuan Wei. For the PhD in Civil Engineering, Itzel Godinez. Kelly Granberg. For the PhD in Materials Engineering, Nagin Jahangiri. For the PhD in Computer Science, Simone Francini. Piotr Shurek. Chayan Tantipatanayan. Ishita Basu. Tatiana Dankovic. Kasun Gardia Panchahewa. For the PhD in Electrical and Computer Engineering, Zhou Wang. For the PhD in Industrial Engineering, Nantaporn Ratasuntorn. For the PhD in Mechanical Engineering, Matthew Cantwell. Zodrin Dai. Florentina Gantoy. Sonchol Jun. Christopher Pelsman. Keshav Sood. Mohammed Zahir. Yiyung Zhang. For the PhD in Bioengineering, Yue Zhang. We now come to the master's degree candidates. A master's degree is granted to individuals who have undergone study demonstrating a mastery of a specific field of study or area of professional practice. They possess advanced knowledge of a specialized body of theoretical and applied topics. Within this area, the College of Engineering has students obtaining their master's degrees in 3 areas: Master of Science, Master of Energy Engineering, and Master of Engineering. Jonathan Art will now present the Master of Science candidates.
At this time, I ask the Master of Science candidates only to please rise. Provost Kaufman, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present the candidates for the Masters of Science degree.
Upon these recommendations and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the Master of Science degree for which you have been presented, and to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. You may now move your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations.
Will the Master of Science candidates please approach the stage? For the Master of Science degree in Bioengineering, Saba Ali. Rudram Gajendran. Jigar Gorasia. Abhishek Lele. Shweta Mugali. Rashna Parwani. Shri Purnira Ragaram. Aishvarya Vajanathan. Parvati Viswanathan. For the Master of Science degree in Chemical Engineering, Yuan Zhang. For the Master of Science degree in Civil Engineering, Chandani Bhagat. James Bittner. Jason Baudely. Justin Brown. Srimani Tejaswini Balusu. Brian Cunningham. Koku Dagawa. Sarah Dasgebi. Jason Hacker. Vahid Hamid Azimi. Farouk Ijaz. William Mardaus. Eric Mashevsky. Demetrios Mustafaras. Armando Ortiz. Catalina Osorio. Omowole Oganyemi. Prati Pratapan. Nicholas Ria. Nihar Shah. Hazim Yalchinkaya. Niaz Ahmed Amanullah. Master of Science degree in Computer Science, Jennifer Anderson. Saranya Balasankar. Vijay Bojwani. Navyatha Bongdugula. Giorgio Cavajan. Andrea Cazzola. Sai Kartik Chintapatla. Srinivas Durvakumar. Nikat Farha. Vishnu Gajendran. Daniele Galeniga. Venkataswaran Gyanisan. Rakesh Chaudhry Ganta. Giovanni Paolo Gibelisi. Swati Gaur. Vaibhav Govilkar. Malati Gundapuneni. Paulo Guerra. Hilliard Grossman. Vivek Hariharan. Dharmesh Jagadish. Pavan Kumar Reddy Jaya. Neha Jayaprakash. Jivan Joseph. Janit Kaiprath Valia Peel. Jayashri Kobarekar. Apuva Shastri Kunjor Vijaya. Raja Krishnan. Pratik Lala. Davide Leonarduzzi. Chris Lee. Camilo Loagarci. Deepak Manjunatha Kinakota. Sriram Manoharan. Francesco Marconi. Diego Martinoa. Pavan Tej Manduparam. Parth Mehta. Vineet Menon. Marco Miliana. Manuki Momamani. Monica, okay. Divya Mupa. Mithelia Nayak. Deepika Pangaluru. Tejas Patil. Kevin Samuel Paul. Shri Sai Lalita Pula. Nitun Prabhu. Manonya Puchalapalli. Dhiraj Rampali. Balakrishnan Reddy Ramidi. Ragavi Rajaranan. Daniele Rossetti. Stefano Schiavoni. Praveen Kumar Sanathi Dwaganathan. Kunal Seth. Ankita Singh. Michele Spaganvolo. Sriram Sridhar. Sarath Kumar Subramanian. Giacomo Tagliabue. Harshravardhan Tiruvedi. Maria Thomas. Visagan Vaidyanathan. Arun Vanchkadari Ramesh Kumar. Kritika Vijaya Kumar. Sonali Vishwakarma. Hareen Venigala. Naga Venkata Aditya Vutukuri. Master's degree in Electrical and Computer Engineering. Rashid Abdul Qadir. Kunal Bala. Jamar Drew. Maher Asid. Leon Guan. Faraz Habibuddin. Anupama Hari Haradas. Mohammed Khalid Hassan. Samar Inayatullah. Sai Harsha Jandiala. Gaurav Kundu. Sumon Day. Yun Liu. Pratyusha Manchareddy. Alessandro Valentino Matteo. Sundara Murali Narasimhan. Bala Anthony Xavier Pasala. Luigi Pepa. Vanapa Fomathasani. Suhas Shankar Prodhaturi, Mohammed Rafiq, Jonathan Shanair, Srinivasan Thithapathi, Archana Subramanian, Antonello Tautamo. For the Master of Science degree in Industrial Engineering, Adriana Artiga, Erica Ayala, Deepak Biapu, Marco Espinoza, Mayela Fernandez, Sudhir Noel John Francis, Amish Mehta, Gautam Ragaswamy, Laura Ruiz Santamaria, Asina Uyar, Troy Wang, Haoshang Young, the Master of Science degree in Mechanical Engineering, Siddharth Agrawal, Akshay Kalmesh Bilagi, Sagar Bogle, Mehul Botadra, Stefano Canese, Francesco Cipriani, Solomon Syriac, Demetrius D'Souza, Pengten Gao, Chiara Gastaldi, Domenico Garacci, Michael Getty, Ravi Gumati, Zhu Han, Burak Caracas, Federico Luninani, Nikita Reddy Mukala, Girish Mohan Naik, Natasha Neptune, Davide Pisasali, Timothy Ritter, Ashish Sharma, Pranshu Sharma, Emmanuel Simiakis, Dean Nelson will now present the Master of Energy Engineering candidates and the Master of Engineering candidates.
Provost Kaufman, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present the candidates for the degree of Masters of Energy Engineering and Masters of Engineering.
Can the candidates please rise? Upon these recommendations and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the degree of Masters of Energy Engineering and the Masters of Engineering for which you have been presented, and to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. You may now move your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations.
Will the Masters of Energy Engineering candidates and the Masters of Engineering candidates please approach the stage? For the Master of Energy Engineering, Behzad Aghabazadeh. Dimitri Harbarouk. Adil Hossein. Marcin Jakubowski. Scott Jasinski. Edison Cavazzi. Artur Pekil. Jeffrey Sherman. Cho Shin. Brian Slavin. Raymond Ventura. Mustafa Al-Obadi. Jeff Kester. For the Master of Engineering degree, Thomas Deskovich. Daniel Jakowski. Eric Kundrow. Serena Liu. Ted Marzalek. Timothy Ratzlaff. Rodrigo Rodriguez. Zachary Skidmore. Ryan Shemedra.
I now ask the Bachelor of Science candidates to please stand. Provost Kaufman, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, it is my great honor to present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science.
Thank you, Dean Nelson. Upon these recommendations and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the degree of Bachelor of Science for which you have been presented and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. You may now move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations.
I ask the marshals for each department to escort their students to the stage when called. Will the marshal for the Bachelor of Science degree in Bioengineering please escort the candidates to the stage? Alitha Apavu, Natalia Arana, Stephanie Banakis, Aisha Baraka, Aline Bhatti, Mazen Shamut, Harish Chakalingam, Sabarish Chakalingam, Heta Chokshi, Narina Constantino, Mohammed Faruqi, Amir Helmi, Vinitha Katharatha, Utamporn Kilkin, Shelley Kerwell, Lauren Kim, Chaitra Kishore, Clara Odisho, Prince Emmanuel Onyesi, Derek Oswald, Gautam Aroskar, Eric O, Matthew Pagan, Pathik Patel, Melissa Robinson, Alexandra Rybczynska, Subi Sadeh, Hamza Sanalan, Tejan Soni, Jamie Stewart, Santiago Tovar, Vishal Varma, Atash Velmurugan, Luis Villafana, Maher Yassin, Mudassir Ali, BS in Chemical Engineering, Daisy Arrington, Michael Bentel, Benjamin Bernal, Helena Bliss, Mariam Bouari, Patrick Kaldikan, Dominic Serletti, Jeremy Eliza David, Chris Drugnas, John Zakiel Zybek, Shintin Shea, Roy Kim, Matthew Levy, Alexander Margarichev, Kevin Moe, Jose Ortiz, Alexander Palmas, Shaitan Patel, Eric Peterson, Ashley Polence Busby, Blake Salimos. Arpit Shah. Brandon Sive. Brandon Sink. Angelo Solari. Asmara Sumru. Kyle Somar. Jay Swan. Erdalfri Tariq. Kamal Tabaki. Clint Vericker. Wen Zhang. For the bachelor degree in civil engineering, Glenn Arnold. William Bacchus. Daniel Campbell. Amin Shawi. Joe Luke Upchuraya. Ernesto Costa. Brian Crater. David Chapizak. Omar Daniel. Micah Dominguez. Noel Alvanbuena. Nabil Farouk. Elizabeth Garcia. Brittany Gachorik. Guillermo Gaitan. Kyle Gensler. Ryan Gawargas. Eric Gibson. Nita Gergelli. Gregory Gosney. Heidi Granberry. Bobby Gunnels. Fong Hun. Michael John. Michael Jones. Eric Juszczyk. Dushanka Kangraga. Ranisi Kokanishi. Jennifer Kubechko. Megan Roklaski. Lev Ludziga. Alexander Lewis. Joseph Lewis. Jacques Lezon.
I did it, Mom!
Juanita Luisa Ramos. Vincent Mazzaferro. David Medina. Joel Miller. Nadir Mustafa. Stanislaw Agoric. Kadir Goke Otzimer. Kenneth Park. Melia Pechik. Magdiel Pajado. Jose Raya. Juan Carlos Rodriguez. Artem Shostak. Aaron Saltamavan. Jason Stanislaw. Waltz Tseng. Darren Ujano. Brett Vandervelde. Jacob Watt. Sebastian Zaborski. For the BS degree in computer science, Heba Bassioni. Daniel Bearden. Ryan Bowling. Anthony Busick. Matthias Bunkowski. Christopher Cizak. Tony Dacour. Gustavo De La Rosa. Robert Fiago. Andrew Hall. Tracy Ho. Pavla Jovanovic. Patrick Lemontagna. Nathan Levy. Daniel Linar. Andre Lysak. Matthew McHale. Saulius Milicevic. Alexander Montego. Simone Morris. Nemanja Mulas-Malic. Garrett Padera. Matthew Ramir. Siddharth Thacham. Andrew Shelton. Michael Shumelo. Craig Targles. David Wentz. Joshua Herman. Asan Adra. For the Bachelor of Science degree in Computer Engineering, Jordan Counts. Anthony Callis. David Majrowski. Kevin Mars. Daniel Newman. Catherine Newman. Samir Patel. Montasir Kutub. Joseph Rocco. Andrew Serino. Mihir Shah. For the Bachelor of Science degree in Electrical Engineering, Victor Adelid. Gennaro Ayala. Bogomil Bortnovsky. Kwaku Bochi. Stefan Crowley. Joseph Daniel. Jeffrey DeLance. Shane Dillon. Abraham Estrada. William Fazy. Olasei Fanaiki. Alex Franzese. Edwin Garza. Jesus Guzman. Constantine Gianaris. Hamza Ibrahim. Michael Jamros. Richard Jovan. Andrew Knich. Lauren Hernandez. Elena Yasmin. Jason Sotomayor. Injured Samaj. Bushra Sadat. Jennifer Levy. Eduardo Castro. Matthew Collier. Markian Gook. John Maltby. Michael Silvestri. Oscar Marquez. Mache Mazur. Austin Nutt. Wallace Quach. Bhargav Patel. Ishmael Mithawala. Tina Thomas. Mark Wynn. Hai Wynn. Lakalush Patel. Sarmad Kutub. Andrew Raja. Miguel Sanchez. Brent Sonnen. Nathaniel Strack. Eddie Sang. Maria Luisa Ugarte Cardenas. Patrick Sullivan. Michael Townley. Marios Meshko. Roger Machias. Paul Wilk. Theodoros Trakas. Marcos Valencia. Ilya Mohindano. Keenan Avers. Victor Grizlak. For the Bachelor of Science degree in Industrial Engineering, Adam Broda. Ricardo Cano. Helda Villa. Elijah Gonzalez. Aruz Hosseini. Shoab Khan. Prashit Kandawal. Rubina Mirza. Eric Osland. Khushbu Patel, Nisant Patel, Leanne Randall, Margaret Zero, Jerry Zhu, for the Bachelor of Science degree in Mechanical Engineering, Faisal Ahmed, Sohaib Ahmed, Robert Anchetta, Arzim Anjum, Aaron Babu, Mohammed Beg, Nazarena Bruno, Tara Cezano, Omar Chami, Kwon Fong Cheng, Aaron Daniels, Luang Duan, Leonardo Donatus, Douglas Felsecker, Bradley Ferraro, David Friedman, Timothy Joseph Daniel Gadani, Ryan Kapasin, Edward Garcia, William Garcia, John Glass, Jacob Grichar, Jory Hansen, Tyler Hinckley, Will Ikeda, Plamen Ivanov, Stephanie Iwansky, Ming John, George Joseph, Joe Joseph, Brian Katami, Clemency Casimir, Edward Kim, Thomas Kucharski, Kevin Kunkel, Paul Kushner, Dong Lei, Dongru Li, Zhen Liu, Alberto Lopez, Carl Lohendorf, John Lulo, Rohit Mankame, Kelly McNitt, Christopher Medina, Miguel Mendez Yaquez, Michael Miller, Przemysław Milnarski, Maria Monroy, Jason Murdy, Digna Naganvicius, Hilario Nieto, James Orlock, Noe Ortiz, Samitra Patel, Giuseppe Ponzi, Miguel Carino. Michael Radoszewski. Juan Rangel. Perla Rodrigo Vasquez. Daniel Ruiz. Billy Sally. Macrina Sanchez. Sam Saragosa. Ryan Swan. Wai Yin Shieto. Christopher Thomas. Juan Torres. Paul Vesely. Yu-Chen Wang. Winston Wiyango. Riley Wang. Andy Wu. Quan Yang. Baram Mali. Zhen Zhang. Excellent. Before we begin the recessional that will close this 46th commencement, I would like all of you to the reception in the Student Services Building across Racine Street. There you'll have a chance to mingle with our faculty and distinguished representatives and celebrate the achievements of the graduates. I ask that the audience please remain seated until the stage party and all the graduates have left this room. The graduates will be waiting for you outside. In conclusion, congratulations to the graduates and to all the families and friends on this memorable day. Will Professor Reed and Professor Kaliskan please rise and pick up the UIC and engineering banners and proceed to the center of the stage. Faculty, please rise and follow the marshals to the main floor.